watercress and spinach soup, incredibly healthy, packed with iron, vitamin C, and more importantly, straightforward, easy to do, uncomplicated. And the secret behind this, you can have it hot or cold. Okay, first I'll slice the onions. Now it's important when we slice the potatoes, slice them nice and thin, so they cook quickly. Yeah. So as we're not cooking the watercress or spinach too long.
Yeah, and these things are perfect for it. These mandolins, absolutely fine. You can get them in most places.
Yeah. So stop boiling, absolutely crucial, and it speeds up the process 10 times quicker. Touch of olive oil. We don't use butter, otherwise it's liable to burn the onion, and it starts to sort of have a nut brown flavour, which destroys the strength of the watercress. Onions in, just chopped. Potatoes are sliced. So basically, rinse the potatoes through water. That gets rid of some of the starch. Therefore, it doesn't become too sort of gloopy and like a glue texture. You want the soup flowing naturally. You want it sort of just coating the back of your spoon. And more importantly, you don't want it looking slightly sloppy. Yeah? Okay, onions sweated off, no colour. Lightly seasoned, bit of salt and pepper. I first saw this dish in Gavroche. There was no onions. They used these really nice, bright, vibrant banana shallots.
I love it.
Absolutely amazing. Right, potatoes in. Sliced nice and thinly. Keep the temperature of the gas quite high. So we really start to sort of saute the onions. Drain off the water. Potatoes in. Again, just a small seasoning every time we put something in. A touch of salt and a touch of pepper. Cooking like that is a lot more accurate when you're doing small amounts of seasoning rather than big clumps at the beginning or at the end. As the potatoes start to break down, that identifies they're obviously half cooked. And more importantly, just turn up the gas because we've got to get the temperature back up now, ready for the watercress. The stock is boiling. We're using a really nice vegetable stock. It's so easy to make a vegetable stock, basically out of trimmings, leeks, carrots, asparagus trimmings are great for vegetable stock. Into a pan, just undercovered with water, brought up to the boil, cook for 8 to 10 minutes, finish with fresh lemon, fresh parsley, and leave the vegetables soaking in the stock so it really intensifies. The potatoes are starting to break, so therefore just starting to cook. Watercress, it looks a lot, but the minute it hits the heat it disintegrates. But the secret here is to get the watercress in quickly and make sure that we don't overcook watercress. Sounds slightly stupid, but overcooking it makes it go grey, slightly insipid. And then the spinach in as well. This is baby spinach. Beautiful, fresh, crisp baby spinach. Now, again, a little seasoning. This time, just one twist of pepper. Watercress, in general, is quite peppery, so just watch how quick that breaks down. It sort of disintegrates the minute it hits that hot potato and onion. Once it's started to wilt down, you bring your boiling stock and you pour the stock over the spinach and the watercress. So we're keeping the whole pan nice and hot. Everything's boiling, nothing's cooling down, and therefore we keep that colour on the soup. And this is where it gets really exciting. You bring it up to the boil, the potatoes are half cooked. You may think by looking at it there's not enough water in there, but trust me, by the time we blend it, we're going to squeeze all the stock back out of the watercress. Turn down the heat, and this is where we correct the seasoning. A lot easier to correct the seasoning now as it's cooking rather than trying to do it at the end. From there, very carefully, out, have an even distribution of stock to watercress and potatoes. And this is what is striking about this soup, just how easy it is. 2/3 full, never fill a blender right to the very top. Just pulsate it first. Once you've started to break it down, then turn it on. Now, really important, before we take it out of the blender, again, finally, we're just going to really just correct the seasoning. So, touch more salt. And look, it's not too thick, it's not too gloopy. We've rinsed the starch off the potatoes, so therefore we've got this really nice sort of consistency in the soup. Back on. Bang, and off. Now, what frustrates me with 90% of the chefs in this country, they'd pass that through a sieve.
I was about to say, it's really nice not to.
All the goodness goes. Everything's gone.
Yeah.
There's our
That's my one.
mug. Look at the colour. Beautiful. Into the bowl. In. And you've seasoned the creme fraiche. with salt, pepper, a little bit of tarragon in there, or a little bit of parsley. Nice hot spoon, creme fraiche, and just sit that on top, and bang, very, very quickly. Stunning watercress and spinach soup, fit for a king. Lovely.